came back to like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we came back to like that cliff.
It was
cliffside.
definitely like we'll call that fight a draw, because I mean you both ended up
from a deck.
not. Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna slowly build to like level like 17, and then Hal's gonna see the business card, and the business card's gonna see Hal, and then it's gonna be like a whole like cutscene where it just keeps coming back and forth. Everybody powers up for about 10 minutes, and then Hal dies. Yeah.
All I can think of is
All I could think of was Family Guy and the stupid chicken references.
I just see a business card floating through the air.
All I was thinking of was the episode of SpongeBob when SpongeBob had the piece of paper that he was doing all the stuff with, and Squidward kept getting mad.
Yeah, that's what you put and he was stomping on.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, so my tale.
Yeah.
So this week, really quick tale. I was visiting. Yeah, it doesn't. I was just stuck in traffic in the town I work in, and so naturally I just started picking my nose a bit in traffic, and I feel like I hear something. I look out my window, and like the car in the opposite lane of traffic was one of my former students just watching me and laughing. And I was like, "Oh, you saw me do that, huh?" And he was like, "Yep." And I was like, "That was a bad look, huh?" And he was like, "Yep." So I reached into my door and pulled out my... Yeah, and then I reached into my door and pulled out a thing of hand sanitizer and was like, "Oh, here it is." And then just sanitized myself up. And then he started laughing and asked me how I was doing, and then traffic kind of broke. But yeah, nice awkward little encounter.
Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome.
You gotta
my tail.
Excuse me.
I
Can't
was
just leave that shit in there. You gotta fucking scrape it out.
Gotta get it out. He knows.
Yeah. Of course.
I
and your fingers are made for that. Perfect
literally
size.
made for it. Literally made for it. I was in the supermarket on Saturday morning trying to get the food shopping done, and I had to pick up like a refill for some hand soap and whatnot. And as I'm in that aisle trying to find the stuff that my wife likes, there's an old couple, and when I say old, I mean they both look like they were alive probably before the turn of the century. And as they go by the aisle that's next to me, the old woman like nails the guy in the ribs with an elbow to the point that the guy's like, "Oh." And as she does that, she goes, "Hey, you think you need any sanitary pads this week?" And the guy looks at her and rolls his eyes back as if he's heard this way too many times in his centuries of life. And he just goes, "Ha, ha, ha." And they moved on, and I was like, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen in a supermarket. That's awesome.
The greatest thing I've ever seen in a supermarket was supermarket sweeps.
That was pretty good. That was on I think that's on Hulu.
But not the new one. The new one's dumb.
Like you could go and just like turkeys were like $50. It's just like, what do you run into like this thing, like trying to figure out this riddle for like 3 minutes because you're fucking stupid for like $2.50? Just grab a couple fucking turkeys. What are you doing?
My grandmother used to love that show, and she would scream at the TV when the people made those mistakes. She's like, "Get the meat! Just get the meat!"
Right. Like, some of the things, they're like opening Cracker Jack boxes, and then they're like reading it, and it's just like, and it's just like, fucking forget it.
Then you had the people that were pros. They're like snatching turkeys into their cart. They're running down the aisle with a medication that's just like put like arm barring it into the cart.
Yeah, fucking NyQuil, that shit's pricey. You load up your cart on NyQuil.
Wait, we get to keep the stuff we get, right? It's not the cash value. We get this. Okay, yeah, no, I'm fine with NyQuil. I get sick a lot. Whatever.
I'm never gonna wake up.
I don't run a lab. Stop asking questions.
What are you, a scientist?
I used to love NyQuil when I was in college. I drank NyQuil all the time. Sometimes I'd just put a straw into the thing and I would just drink it.
Well, yeah, I could see that. That explains a lot.
Yeah. It's dark times. It was dark times at Merrimack College.
Winter was coming. Winter was coming.
All right, let's get this going.
All right, let's do
you
it.
guys.
Woo!
What? 2 of them.
Brack's twin brother. His other twin.
So this is that one. Maybe it's this one. What's going on?
Ooh,
No,
track.
it's not this one. It's definitely not.
It was the other
Alright,
one.
we're
I
good.
think it was that one. Yeah, that was what we saw.
So this guy is not there any longer.
I had just zoomed out and forgotten that Drac had written his name in the sand before we left.
Conquered this island.
I forgot about that. I feel like after that whole shit show, Hal would just say, "Can we go back to the boat now, please?"
I mean, I kind of agree. Drac is like, yeah, you know, my figurine collection, I need to check on them and make sure they're okay. But Captain, we don't have Hot Pockets at home.
Yeah, we have hot pockets on the ship. Hot pockets on the ship.
They're just lava arrows.
They will melt. They will destroy your mouth.
Just like real ones.
So we went through that dungeon. Why did we go through the dungeon? Why were we there? We came to this part of we were here looking for.
We were here
something.
looking for the Vice Admiral's soul, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, it was the lightning energy that had zapped us and
The Vice
taken
Admiral's
his
big
Vice
dick
Admiral's
energy.
soul and all that stuff. And then that energy was taken by the business card that then disappeared.
So I'm thinking maybe if we just go back to the ship, the Vice Admiral's back up, and we're good. We're back to being on track to maybe find some treasure or some shit.
Most likely.
Or we're gonna get back and the Vice Admiral's dead because we didn't do this right, and then we have to rethink all of our thoughts. So
God
you know, we'll,
Hide the body.
The
Time
rest
to
of
put
this
up
whole
your
thing
tail.
is just you guys weekend at Bernieing the Vice Admiral through.
I did think that
The rest
maybe
of the
we'd have
story.
like the dumbest, most weakest like at sea funeral ever, where we just like kick the body off the side and we're like, goodbye, good luck, see you later, let's go.
All right, Captain, blow the ship whistle, and the ship will hear us and come on down. So you tell the ship where to go, right? The ship whistle.
Yeah, the ship whistle. Right, so yeah, you guys, you had the paddle boat in, so you guys jump on that and head back to the ship.
There's still a dead giant.
There is still a dead giant. Just a
That awkward
big
moment
fucking-
when
It's every time we come back to the
Thing
boat,
of
it's an
ice.
awkward moment.
ooh, right. Yeah.
So. That's why.
When Winrar says this is what happens when you don't pay for
Oh, I
useful
thought you were going to say
programming.
this is what Wimmer says. This is what happens when doves cry.
This is what happens when you promise to pay for the software but then don't and use it.
You had 30 days. Come on, guys. That was plenty of time. Alright, you guys are back on the ship. What's going on?
As much as I want to say Hal would run to see if the Vice Admiral was back, I think he's going to go up and see if Jeremy's doing okay.
And I'll continue to see if the Vice Admiral's okay.
I'm gonna go with Hal. You know what? To check on Jeremy because we haven't had an interaction in a while, and I don't want him to forget who I am.
His memories are already slipping.
Who is this? What?
All right,
I don't know which layer Hal is on, but
and let's see.
With left.
The left
Brack
one.
and Corellian, what are you guys gonna be doing?
I'm gonna have Gilmar come along too. I haven't had some quality time with Gilmar since that one dungeon.
Yeah, get the apprentice going.
I might try to do a primeval awareness, just since would this be classified as coastal right now because the ship is, off the coast?
Yes.
Okay, so because it is the coast is a one of my
6 miles.
favorite terrains.
Yeah.
So
Let's see what we've got here on this list. 6 miles. Where are you guys? So yeah, you can sense that there is something within 6 miles of you.
do I know what it is though? Because I might not know the location or the number, but I should know what it is, right? Or
I'm not sure, but I'm gonna say yes. You know that there are elementals and aberrations within the map.
fun. Okay.
Oh, Hal would be like, I'm down with that. I hate aberrations. They're so aberrant.
I would relay that to my comrades somehow, some way.
Actually, Kevin, I want to throw this out there just because I have you right now. One of the things that 5th edition doesn't really get into that Halvar got after obtaining his 3rd level as a rogue is access to poisons. And 5th edition, even if you look in Xanathar's, never gets into actual poisons that can be crafted and how they're used. And I don't want to use them tonight, but I would like to just say that one of the things, either during downtime or if we're sailing or whatever, I want to start crafting them. And then even if it takes me a move action or whatever to apply them to a weapon, I want to start using that on my weapons if possible.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's we'll talk about that and figure out, you looking into that and getting the stuff so that, during those downtimes and sailing and stuff, we can
Cool.
get that set up.
All right, yeah. It was something that I thought about, and when you said, and when aberrations came up, I was like, oh, favorite enemies. Also, poison. So, yeah. So, cool.
Nice. Went all DBD. Got it.
Also, if Drac is willing to climb up to the crow's nest, I will do the whole this is Jeremy's cage. This is the new one.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the poop
I like to
hole.
think that we're all you, me, Gilmar, and Jeremy are up there, and it's super crowded, and there's just not even room to walk around. But you're like, oh, okay, well, this is Jeremy.
I actually think it would be
wake up.
I think it would be really cool.
And then the ship just falls apart from all you guys being up there.
I was just thinking it would be really cool if Gilmar was up there, but Gilmar was the 3rd wheel on a date, and you're just
oh, totally.
Maybe Gilmar, you wanna go back down? I don't know why you came up here. You wanna get out of here?
Yeah, I feel like he climbed up with you, and so you two are up in the actual crow's nest, and he kind of got up there. He's halfway up, but still on the ladder, and just definitely trying to take part. And it's just that's cool. Yeah, I can see that from here. Trying to get up, but there's still no room, so he's still just kind of hanging on the ladder, just halfway up. I'm part of this.
Hal leans into Drac and is he's really clingy, isn't he?
Oh, you know how dwarves can be.
Class 5 clinger.
You dangle a couple of bricks in front of them, and they just I don't look away.
Drake, give me a history check.
History, sure. Let me see. +0.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you don't actually remember that you had called and had Gilmar follow you. So it's like he's clingy, right? I know.
All right,
Kind of an
Jesus.
issue.
Fucking Gilmar. Even though he's secretly like my best friend or whatever.
Oh, we'll never let anyone know that.
Or we're secretly good friends, and I miss him, but
It's
you know,
like Bob and
can't
Teddy
deal with it.
and
Can't-
Bob's Burgers. You're my
Yes,
best friend,
exactly.
but you're not my best friend. Yeah.
My customer.
All I can think is Drac ends up being the one that creates the song. I don't want to close my eyes for Gilmar there. All
Or
right.
Drac hears it on the radio, and then he's like, "Oh, yes, perfect.
Don't you die on me.
I'm gonna write
Don't
this.
you die
this-
on me.
I wrote this for you, Gilmar, but really."
All right.
Wow. Okay, so Jeremy, just don't. I want him to recognize me so he doesn't poop on me anymore. That's really my end game. So he's just gonna pick Jeremy up and be like, "Don't poop on me, please."
And Hal's like, to be honest, it was really me just throwing poop out of this crow's nest. But I set up this bag that collects it now because I make money off of it. So don't worry about it.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I should have known.
We're all learning. We're all growing. It's just how it is.
Now I started throwing my own poop at you because I can't make money off
It's
of
just
that.
my shit. Yeah.
Don't be surprised if you come up here someday and there's a big steaming Minotaur turd sitting. All right, I'm just saying.
Just right on your seat, on your lookout seat.
Just right in the box. Here you go. Crow poop. That's what it is.
All right.
Yep.
So, Rack, what are you doing?
Rack's been trying to get his computer to work for the last 40 minutes.
All right.
Continue with that.
All right, cool. So, Rack, you just get back. You know, you're adjusting to the ship again, getting back. You know, the usual stuff. Just kind of checking in. So let's get Harbor. You are checking in on the Vice Admiral.
Yes,
All right. So
that is true.
he has been kept in your chambers, which is right at this one.
Good, so I know where he is.
Yes. So you can go in. It is yours, and you see that the Vice Admiral is sitting up, and he is conscious.
Good to see you up again.
Yes, it was an irritating situation that I thank you for helping me out with. The enemy has taken steps that we were not expecting.
Sorry.
Was that the enemy?
I
Most
still
likely.
hear it torturing my mind.
You're not alone there.
Right?
Well, you're back on our ship. That's a new kind of hell, but we'll it's probably. I hope it's better.
So
Any insight now of like what you were doing, how they were able to do this?
they used what I've known, what I believe to be a celestial gate to capture me and seal my power. Unfortunately, there was no way I was expecting that, so it caught me off guard. Where are we currently? Because we need to get back to the hideout. A message must be sent.
I'll bring up the map and show the current coordinates.
Alright, let's just so that everyone's on the same page. All right. So currently,
I'm just thinking of like the Three Stooges when they always show the same map, and it's always like the same countries.
I zoomed in. All right. So over to the right is where you guys are currently sitting.
Is that a Yu-Gi-Oh card in the water?
Yes. Because that's the card that we were using for the actual card.
Oh yes, of course.
Indubitably.
All right, so just so that we go over this as a group, the red X, actually we can just change the color of the other one. The red X is is where you are headed, and this one down at the bottom over here that I just got rid of was the other thing that you guys were looking for.
The treasure.
No, just not one of them. There we go. Ish.
Kevin, just as a reminder, and the icon, the little like half shield or whatever that you use as your avatar sometimes.
Yes.
That's where we just went to take care of the admiral stuff.
Yes, that is where you guys currently are. If you are zoomed in, I'm gonna put like the very bottom point, like
Okay,
to
cool.
the island. So you guys were on that little island there. So after filling in the vice admiral of the situation, the harbor, you kind of let them know where you guys are, how long it's been, to the best of your abilities. So you guys now know that, oh well, you knew that you were here down at this little island, and you knew kind of where you were headed, but you didn't know the exact specific location over here. So as you're explaining this to the Vice Admiral, he explains, well, he had already said it, where he's expecting to get back to the pirate hideout that you guys were headed to. What would you guys like to do?
Are we all having a discussion, or is this just the captain and the vice admiral right now?
So
Basically wants us to go back to the Red X.
the captain and the vice admiral are the ones talking right now. Torkel happens to be in the room because he was just kind of there. So they're the only ones involved with what's actually happening right now. But just so that we kind of have some clarification, because, you know, what what you guys would have liked to have done. And it's going to be something where, actually, you know what? It might just be captain and vice admiral. If you guys are just saying where you're going, might not be a discussion.
I think we should head back to the base.
All right. So that's going to be about a week. Yeah. Like almost right exactly. So let me get a D12 roll from everyone in that case.
Do they have I assume they do. What's the thing for like just rolling a random dice?
That's a 1 for me.
There's just like a D20
on the side.
thing. You
Oh,
can
yeah, here we
either
go.
do it on Roll20 or the other thing.
Ooh, nice roll, Eric.
I see your 6 is as big as mine.
CO6. That's awesome.
Oh, jeez.
Schwartz evenly matched.
Got 6 twinsies.
You guys are summoning a demon, though.
One more. We need one more.
Did mine not go through? Mine was a 3.
Okay.
We got a 6, a 6, a 1, a 3.
And Rat gets a...
Din it, din, din it, din.
That shouldn't be too.
Well, the D12 got a 13.
Makes
And Drac
sense.
rolls
doesn't it?
two.
Makes sense. Just adds up.
I choose you. Double
Makes sense to me.
D12s.
Okay, the other thing was who is what bodies do we have on the other little ship there?
Oh, I'd probably hang out on the little ship myself because it's mine. So, wasn't Sunash technically on that one?
Sunash was on that one, and I'm happy to have him like remain on that boat to help you if you need it.
Yeah, I might need like a second pair of hands to steer.
All right. If you touch him,
I've learned anything from
if
sea.
you
Well, I
touch
did
him,
touch
I
him,
will
but I
kill you.
healed him.
Just telling you,
when I
just letting you
touched
know
him.
right now.
There's
You be
healing
good to him.
touch.
You be good to Sunash. Wait a minute. Or would you prefer, because we all now know what he's going to build himself up to someday, Peter Rufflekins?
Mm. You know what? I don't know. Sunash was already on here, so we'll just keep Sunash on here, and Peter needs to be on the main boat because hero of the story
Right.
needs to be on
He's
the
the
main
surgeon.
boat.
He is. He's the team surgeon. All right. Cool.
Fortunately, I'll have to get a background for it.
Kevin, when you move, I don't know why this just happened, but when you move Sunash over to the little boat, I now have like dark screen on all the boats for Hal.
Yeah, it does do that. I'm not exactly sure why. So it's something where if you just move your guy, it kind of resets it.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I had to. Okay.
No,
Yep, done.
you shouldn't have to. But that's just, kind of the, this happens,
Well,
so this is how you deal
I
with
just
it.
saw that happen. I was like, why can I not see anything? What is going on?
Okay, so you guys get here with no issues, and you come up to this one area, and it looks, you can't really see what you would be heading towards as you approach the land, but then as you're coming forward, the Vice Admiral is able to, it's been a week, so he's kind of back and on his feet and everything, and he gets...
So, we all have a long rest, I assume, then, at that point?
Yes, it's been a week,
okay.
so you
All right.
guys are all rested up and everything. You didn't encounter anything on the way.
Nice.
So, you guys, no problems. And you get to your destination, and as you're coming up, it sort of fades from, like, just a regular jungle look. And it's a weird... It doesn't seem like it's an illusion, necessarily. Excuse me. It's not like it's just a big illusion that's been cast. Like, you've dealt with that with Torkel. But it kind of just doesn't seem like there was any reason that you would have missed this originally. So it's odd, but there's probably just some sort of hidden magic going on. But as you come up to this, you have to get off of the big boat, and the people who are coming up need to get on a little boat, or maybe even the little boat.
Quick question. Is that because like we can't handle this and maybe we could make a check to see if we could steer the big boat in, or we literally have no way of getting in there?
So as you come up, there's kind of, you see these other large boats. It's almost kind of like a little area where there's a small area with some rocks that the boat wouldn't be able to get through. Ow.
Oh, yeah, what's the word? So it's kind of like created like a flotilla around it, so you can't kind of get through that kind of thing?
Potentially. I don't know what a flotilla is, but I mean, it sounds
Basically, it's like a floating barricade, right? So like
Like a
a bunch
blockade.
of a bunch of ships that are floating near enough to each other you can't sail through them.
Oh, so not really. It's more of just like there are just a bunch of large ships that are there in this like little like almost like bay area, but then there's another area that it looks like you want to go to that you guys will see in a second, but it's kind of this big building that you can see from where you are now, and to get to it you have to sail a little bit further. You have to get on the water a little bit further to go through some rocks and everything.
All right. Is if we got to do that and we all got to jump on the small craft, can I use my oh shit, what is it? Is it the perception check for sailing that you've been having me roll, or what is it that maybe I could try to help out with?
I have proficiency with vehicles with water. So
yeah, well, I mean, I do too. I've got like the navigator's tools and the whole 9 yards, and like I've got.
And the captain will be on the boat, so all three of you.
Yeah, I'm saying we can aid him maybe or whatever, but like my perception is a +8, so I'm happy to help however I can.
Yeah, there doesn't really.
When he cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's not really anything where, you have any sort of an issue with doing that. It's just more of a kind of getting up there.
All right, so let me ask you this: how many people can reasonably fit on the small boat? Because maybe we got to figure out who's coming with us right now.
It's kind of something where you're gonna want to figure out who's staying on this boat. But yeah, you don't really seem to have much of an issue. You could probably fit like 10 people on there with kind of no issue. Not for a
we have
really
to, we can
long
strap...
time, but I mean, you're only kind of jumping on a little,
I think
can strap Gilmar to the bow.
I think Hal would ask the captain who he wants to come with him, and then quickly stab the least offensive person he can so he can get on that boat too.
However, just takes all the NPCs with him and leads all the players.
No, I like to think that TJ's purposely not answering because he's like, you assholes know who I want, so you can figure that shit out right now. I also don't think it's a bad idea to leave like somebody who's capable, maybe insane, but capable on the boat in case in case one of these boats freaks out or some crazy shit happens and it's not our like NPCs.
So everyone give me a perception check.
Roger.
Ooh, that's not good.
That's good. 24. And because we're on the water, technically I could roll again, but I'll stick with that.
All right. So with
Just
those rolls, you guys notice a little bit, but Hal, you definitely notice because you're kind of looking around. You've got your paranoia going, full gauge.
Full blown.
You've got all these ships and you're just like, yo, what the fuck? Because they look like they are armed and they have crews on there that look like there's like legit stuff going on over there. And you also notice that the Vice Admiral is completely unfazed by this. And you are able to start to notice that since this is where you're going, you don't feel like there's any sort of danger in this situation. But you want to.
So I'm gonna real life this just for a sec. So about 10 years ago, how many years ago it was? I was down in Belize, and there's this whole like underground complex that you can go in and see where the Incas would like. Not the Incas, I'm sorry, the Mayans would sacrifice would sacrifice like young people to the gods
I was there
by
once
basically chaining them to a rock in a cave and then like bashing their brains in and leaving there, and you can go and see these ruins. But to get there, you basically have to walk through tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter caves. And I didn't realize that I was a person who had claustrophobia until I was in the middle of this shit. And I'm walking through like waist deep, then chest deep, then like chin deep water. And there's a 6 foot tall person that's pretty deep water. And then you're scrambling to keep your feet to get to fucking go see some goddamn things. And I started to be like, and you feel like the pressure like pressing in on you of like the earth that's over you because you're like, several hundred feet underground. And all of a sudden I just went, you know what, Tom? Take a fucking deep breath. Like, you can deal with this shit. And I feel in this moment, Hal does the same thing. Hal's like, I gotta go on these boats. I gotta start killing people. I gotta make friends. I gotta do all this shit. Like, somebody's gonna start burning shit down because these fuckers are gonna kill us. That's what's gonna... We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. That's what this is. We're gonna be okay. Captain, should I stay here in case we have to murder people? Or do you want me to go with you to murder people? Whatever you say, I'm gonna stick with. And that's how I leave that.
And he says, you better believe it.
You stay here. That's probably best.
I immediately think that when you guys come back out from this meeting, this entire fleet is ablaze. That's all I'm thinking. But okay.
I swear it wasn't me. I did not shoot the firebolt. That
Jeremy started starting fire. I don't even know.
They said it was a lava arrow. It looked like mine. It shot was my bow. It definitely wasn't me though.
Could I send Sunash with you though? Because there's a couple things I need in case there's stuff to grab.
Yeah, that's probably
all right. And if that's acceptable, I'd send Sunash, and I would definitely tell him to get me, at a minimum, another quiver of arrows, and at a maximum, talk to the crazy lady with no hair to get more bombs. So that.
Okay, as you guys are getting ready, the Vice Admiral turns to you, Harbor, and says, the lieutenant commanders and up must come in for this.
Oh, they must? Okay. Alright, your orders. Alright. Drac, go get Hal.
Yes, Drac had a single tear rolling down his face because he thought he would be without help. He's like, yes, perfect. Wait, does that mean I can go?
What?
Am I allowed?
What rank?
Get him
I'm not a
and come
lieutenant.
back.
I'm not a lieutenant, sir.
But you gotta go.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, there's obviously captain. Then there's commander under that. Then lieutenant commander. And then commander. Then lieutenant, I'm sorry. Not commander again. Lieutenant under lieutenant commander.
We like to tell him he's commander.
Yeah.
So I'll scurry on over.
I think that's what we have actually. We've got right now Harbor is a captain, Rack is a commander, Hal, I think you're a lieutenant commander, and Drac, you are a lieutenant. Corellian
I think that
is just the
right.
crit guy.
Yeah, he has
Well, no.
a-
Corellian
he's
wasn't
a-
around. Corellian wasn't part of the upgrade in our status when we
Correct.
first
He
went to.
wasn't part of the crew or anything. There,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a
Didn't even exist.
almost weird
I-
Torkel situation, but no real agreement. Just kind of like,
But-
hey.
But I also,
Like, I feel like-
think, I also think he's proved himself. I mean, clearly I'm not the captain, but I think speaking for the rest of the crew, like he's proved himself at this point to not be like a total dick. So we should probably bring him with us.
I feel like the Vice Admiral would see him and be like, "Oh, Corellian! Oh, I didn't know he was on your team."
I didn't know you were in your crew.
I'm sorry, I should have clarified.
Has a history with a different
Vice
ship.
Admiral.
Oh, perfect! Wow.
This is when we
Only,
find out Corellian's actual level is level 15. He's just been holding it back for us. Those weren't actually crits. He just had really high numbers to roll.
He's actually the admiral. It's undercover boss.
There's actually a bard the whole time, just rolling extra die.
He's actually the admiral. It's just undercover boss. This one. Undercover
Season 8, undercover boss.
Undercover admiral.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, all right. I mean, if Hal is told that he's got to come, then Hal will come.
So only lieutenant commander, commander, and captain. So that actually leaves behind Drac and Corellian, as well as the secondary guys.
You steal my ship and then you go somewhere else.
You know what? Just as a parting comment
Pirate,
to Drac,
bitch.
wait. As a parting comment to Drac, Hal will say, "Hey, one of the things our boat needs is more of those," and he's going to point to like he's going to point to the land. Yes, no, to the Well, what are we calling these? Are we calling these like ballistas, or I forget what we call them? Yeah. And he's just going to say, like, so if anybody comes up and can offer, like, improvements or repair or whatever, we want more of those.
More ballistas. Okay, got it. Well, how much? What's my allowance for ballistas?
I'm gonna look at him and be like, hey, can you show me where the weight room is right now? Like, do that. Show me where the weight room is right now. And when he's like, oh, it's over there. I'm gonna be like, you do that so hard that you don't have to pull a weapon out, and you get those ballistas. That's what you do.
Show me where the weight room. Oh, I just lift a weight and just impress them.
Nailed it.
Perfect.
I thought you were going Tommy Boy.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. But okay.
No, don't.
Too late now.
Don't ask her where the weight room. Hey, do you know where the weight room is? No. Oh, sorry.
I was thinking like intimidation factor. Like someone comes up and is like, "I'm here to do."
Oh no, I'll totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Okay, I'll leave our free weights out on the deck, and I'll just be flexing on them. Well,
yeah, and if you have to threaten to like throw one of those free weights through their boat to sink them if they don't give us the ballista, go ahead, do it. Just do it.
Okay. The captain's okay with all of this?
Maybe, but yeah, do it. Okay, sure.
Okay, I believe you. No need for an insight check there.
Actually, Hal stops for a minute and turns back and he says, if anybody gives you shit, say Hal said to do it. And if he says who's Hal, just write their name down in a book. That's all you have to do.
Okay, deal. If I knew how to read or write, I would do that.
Well, all right. Like, draw a
Exactly.
picture of them. Like, maybe smush their face in some mud and then put it on the paper. Whatever.
I'll see. That makes sense to me.
I try. Maybe poop first. Put their face in the poop. Touch
Do I
it
have
to the side of the
permission to use
ship, and then I
Jeremy
can see
poop?
their face.
So I imagine this whole
Deal.
time, like without having like writing utensils and stuff, Drac is just kind of there with like a knife, just like carving in like images into his like into his hand, where it's just like, all right, more, and it's like MR, and then he like draws a picture of a ballista as best as he can in his like, just like ow, 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 okay, and then lift weights, ow, ow. All right, so he has his orders.
I mean, Admiral, I'm proud of this guy over here, and I point to Rack, but I mean, like, look at the state he's in, and he's just like throwing up spiders.
No longer afraid of them. I've gotten over my fear.
Drac, I know, and we're proud of you
Yeah,
for that
I still
as
need
well.
to do. I still need to do a weekly check to see if he's lying to me.
Oh, I'm over it this time for realsies.
Only after 50
From the
weeks
last
in a
adventure.
row consecutively will I believe you, and also this still I can't get the end of this. It's still stuck here. But he says as it's all throwing up spiders.
And as for an update, I'm just trying to get the map to load now because I have the black screen of never-ending loading now, which is super fun.
Let's see if that
So.
changes anything. All right. Well, in the meantime, we'll push on, and hopefully you get some pictures soon.
We're all just on the ship right now, anyway.
So we're going to actually do this. I was not necessarily thinking this, but All right. So yeah, with that being said, the vice admiral agrees, and it only we only have to, Rack can stay behind on the ship. That's fine. So in that
Alright,
case,
so-
the people who are heading to the through there at the moment, this is just it's something where it's not like you guys are banned. This is where you were heading in the first place. This is the pirate hideout. You guys know, you feel safe here. You're among people that you don't necessarily know, but you're hoping that the band of pirates has your back, like you are thinking everything is. And that's kind of the feeling that you've gotten with all of this so far, just so that everyone has a heads up on that. But
The only thing I would add real fast is that I grab Jeremy's poop bag before I go in case that crazy lady's there again.
okay, all right,
So who's going in?
Yes,
Just
of course.
Hal and I?
yes,
Oh boy.
yes. Okay, so let me actually just make sure that I get you guys.
My favorite part about this is Hal was literally like, I'll stay on the boat. And then, nope.
And he ends up being the only one having to go.
They say Admiral's orders.
Yeah, got it.
Just as Kevin's working on background stuff, like Hal's on this boat with this bag of Jeremy's poop. And part of his brain's like, oh my God, I wonder if that crazy lady can make me more lava arrows or more explosives. And then the other part is, did the Vice Admiral know that I ripped the sword off of him and tried to give it to somebody else and then we gave it back to him? Is he going to try to murder me right now? Should I kill him first? And then right as these two voices are screaming in Hal's voice, the other set goes, did the captain say he didn't want me here? Man, I thought we had connected. Maybe I do have to kill the captain. Fucking captain. I don't know what's going on. Wait, who said that? What?
Well, you have to stop watching Scrubs.
No, we've lost him.
Leading through.
Strong advice.
Okay, I feel like
He's just stuck in one of his flashbacks.
Hal just wants to build a deck somewhere in the middle of the city and just have beers there. That's all.
all right. So we're going to move you to here and you to here as well. I just need to get one more thing, and that is this guy.
Wow, oh, wow.
All right. So, those of you who are in here, can you see currently what's happening?
Yes. Yeah, I had to move a little bit because everything went black, but yeah, there's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Can you ping where I am?
Yes.
Bottom left, TJ. Bottom left.
It'd just be easier to ping.
Yes.
Because I moved and then it went black and then.
Did you?
True.
No,
I
I'm
got
not
it.
gonna, because that's
There you go.
sorry. I had pinged, but it was on the GM layer. So yes, you guys are right there. Let's actually. Oh, I might have to do the other way around. I might have to move you here.
I'm just gonna say it out loud. Hal is fucking giddy right now. Like he has no idea what's about to happen. Like, is this like we're all gonna die and this is where we go out in a blaze of glory? Or is this like people go, oh my God, you saved the Vice Admiral and you're fucking great? Like, Hal is like split right now.
I imagine you're saying this out loud, and I'm going to say how, as much as I would love to see this be, your execution, it is our new base.
Hal takes a deep breath. I listen to the captain. I take a deep breath, and I'm just like, Captain, I'm very excited right now. I'm just letting you know.
All right, good to know. All right. Oh fuck! What happened?
Can you not see?
Oh, my Discord just like disappeared for a second. Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we can. I can hear you. So yeah.
All right, that's weird. All right, I'm still not sure if this is Hal because he hasn't threatened to kill me in the last 30 seconds. But
I feel like no, I know, like it's I'm feeling weird too, but there's so much weird shit going on. I'm like torn. I can't regulate right now.
All right, so you guys, all of this stuff is happening, and you're still moving in. I'm gonna turn everything so you're not just kind of.
Kevin, when we get right there, can we start to see some of these figures or no?
Yeah, I didn't like really close this off. You don't really see much. You do see, like, as this opens up, you do see some of this, like, obviously right here, like, you can't see, but it's not like hidden from you guys.
Yeah. I think my
line of sight.
my only question is this. I know you didn't seal it off. Is that like right here? There's these dudes with these weird like parrot or jester hats on, and I'm not zoomed in, so I can't tell more than that. Is that making Hal freak out more, or is that like pirate elite shit that we should be ready for kind of thing? Yeah, like is that like legit shit we know is like the go-to, or is like are these a bunch of executioners that we should be ready to fight? That like again, Hal's like a kid on a Disney ride that doesn't know if he's gonna die or if he's gonna fucking
you see a bunch of these type of guys like all around, unloading and moving stuff around, so you feel like they're just doing stuff where it's like work.
Okay, so they're kind of like the laborers, kind of.
It certainly seems that way. Yes.
Okay.
That's what you're getting.
All right, and that seems legit. Like that doesn't seem. I mean, here's the premise. Like we just had the Vice Admiral's soul sucked out of him by a quote unquote celestial gate. Now there's a bunch of weirdos running around with pointed ears and like leather, like face masks. Should we be weirded out, or is this kosher?
You feel like these guys are here working, and it's not like a big situation where they seem threatening or anything like that.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna sit back on that. I won't say anything else, but I'm just gonna say that I have a passive insight of 22, and I'm just keeping that up, just in case one of these motherfuckers looks like they're gonna try to like murder us or whatever.
Okay, so you guys continue forward. With that being said, and you head up. If you guys have anything you want to do or anything like that, let me know. But you are just headed towards this dock up over here.
Is there as we come in, is there anybody that we recognize from the previous pirates hideout on anywhere?
You aren't seeing anyone that you would recognize.
All right, and the Vice Admiral seems like really sure of himself. Like this is bueno.
When the boat got close, he hopped right off. And there are some people around. This guy starts coming down. This guy over here. He starts coming down, and he starts, waving and. You know what? Let me give you a zoom in on this guy. He's waving and he's calling to the Vice Admiral and just saying like, "Vice Admiral, it's good to see you. You're later than you were expected." And he
I'm gonna I'm gonna like not in a weird sexual way, but like I'm just gonna softly like touch like the side of the captain and kind of lean in as if like we're both standing up to get off the boat, and I'm just gonna be like, Captain, I don't feel ready about this. This doesn't feel right.
Now I know you're not Hal because it's not weird and sexual.
And then he leans in a little closer and he says,
They-
I will fucking murder you.
And
There
then
we
he
go.
licks your
Okay.
ear.
And then he licks your ear and says, I will taste your death on my tongue.
Oh my god.
Not sexual, but do you
Also,
have any
you need
pictures
to
of
clean your
feet?
ears.
It's not for anything sexual. It's not weird. But do you have them?
Do you have them? Do you have pic-
So he gets off and he walks up forward, and this guy come up and start grabbing the ship and pulling it up and over here, leaving you guys behind. You just fall right into the
We're
water.
drowning. We're just drowning in the water.
So they start tying this up and taking care of that, and you guys see that it's like just taken care of. Like these guys jumped on it. So what are you guys up to?
Following the Vice Admiral.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow them both, but I think I'm gonna stay just a little bit behind them, like not like 10, 15 feet, just trying to keep an eye on all of the people in this room, because either I'm a paranoid fuck that's right, or I'm a paranoid fuck. That's how that is. So
All right. So you guys get out. The Vice Admiral talks to this guy right here, and you guys follow him as he comes up this way.
oh shit, I gotta move the map. Okay. Yeah, I put Hal like right about here, and like every so often as I'm following them, I'm just like actually, you know what? On this motherfucker right there, I want a like inside check, just because I don't feel like we've already been burned once. How do I know these guys aren't ready to burn us again? Kind of thing.
Okay. Insight. You just want to use your passive.
No, I'll roll for this one, just for shits and gigs. That's a 28.
All right. You think that this guy, like, so what are you looking for with this guy?
I'm just seeing like if this guy is like making any moves or like motions or body language or whatever that like, you know, like, okay, so if I was bringing people into the slaughter, I'd be all happy and smiles and come up and be like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get you hooked up and my friends are going to get you here and we're going to tie you up. And then like, you know, like as he turns around and he thinks we're not looking, like maybe he's like, make sure that's tight, or like it, like, or like does like some sort of like, you know, move with his hands or whatever that just indicates like, get your daggers ready because we're going to fucking kill these assholes.
No.
I appreciate your mindset, but I'm very curious as to. I know why Hal thinks these people are enemies, but I'm not sure why you do.
So again, I find myself in the quandary of being like Tom the player and Hal the player, or Hal the character. I don't even know how to say that anymore. And you love calling me out and being like, aren't they fucking the same? But I just
Feels like it.
I just feel like I'm trying to play this up that like character-wise that
Totally.
we walked into a place that we were told everything's bueno, everything's good, and like we come in and everything's peaceful and everything's everything. And when we walked into the last Pirates bar, nobody helped us out. Nobody did anything to help us. We had to do our own shit, and then we had to go see the Vice Admiral. Now we're coming into this place. There's this flotilla around. People are summoning something called a Celestial Gate, which, as a spellcaster myself, I have no concept of what the fuck that is. And I just am like, no. Like, I just feel like we're walking into a trap and we're about to fucking die because they said, yeah, just bring the top crew. Don't worry about everybody else. And so that's where Hal's at right now. So if like Hal sees some shit, Hal's ready to deal some shit. He wants to make sure we have an exit strategy, really. But whether that's just like killing people or like sailing away, he doesn't care. But That's why he held back. And when he saw that guy kind of walk over and start talking to the other guys, he's like, "What's he saying? Is he saying some bullshit? Like, what's going on?" That's what I'm doing.
So you don't get any sort of like ill sort of feeling, but as this guy goes up to you, you do just see him. So with your insight, you don't get any sort of ill feeling from him, but he comes up and yells something to these guys who have been tying up your boat, and so they kind of undo the ropes and they jump on. And they move it so that they are moving it out this way.
As if it's like getting ready to like be able to depart again.
They
literally depart with it.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so if they're doing that, Hal wants to know what is it going to take one of these boats that are right here and just like set off with it. Like, is it just cut a tie and start like rowing, or what?
Yeah, you would have to jump up and untie it. This boat, it was weird because it kind of turned around. The boat that you guys came in on, it just turned around all of the sudden in the water. It was like it came straight in, and then you saw it just turning right here. Just 180, and now it's going the other way.
All right, so Hal's going to hold this in because, as per the last time, the captain had to talk to regulations and whatever. It required some tact, and Hal realized that, and so Hal's going to start counting the paces. So like 5, 10, 50, 15. Like 20, like he's counting the marks of like how long it's going to take to get back to one of these boats and how many rounds, just in case they're surrounded. Okay. And he's going to continue following the captain. And is this like some dude right here, or like what's this?
Yeah, it's just another one of those guys.
Yeah, he's just going to stare at this guy and like does this like and get this guy like like if anybody saw oh shit! What was the movie? What was the movie where like the guy was pretending to not be part of the mob and hide out as like a dad, and then all of a sudden like the asshole showed up? Not American History X. It was American Violence or something like that.
No, that definitely wasn't American History X.
No. That's what I'm saying. It was like American Violence, American. Shit! I forget what it was, but basically like there's a scene where
American Pie.
History of Violence. That's it. History of Violence. Like. These kids roll up, and these like two assassins, these two killers, roll up to a stop sign, and they look up and they're like, "Dudes, what are you?" And these two dudes look at them, and they're just like, "Ah!" And they drag away, shit in their pants. That's what Hal looks at this guy like he just wants to see what this guy does.
He moves over here and starts grabbing the box that he seemed to be going for. Sorry, I was muted. He moves over this way and just goes and grabs the box that he was going for.
Okay, all right.
It doesn't seem like he was really super affected.
Okay, all right.
And as you guys are getting there, the Vice Admiral is talking to this guy right here.
Oh, Johnny Pink Dot.
Who looks like this.
Does anyone else immediately think that their midriff opens up into a giant mouth and eats you? Because that's what I'm seeing.
Could be. Maybe they're just Canadian.
Isn't that what Canadians do?
So he talks to this person, and he introduces this person who is, let me make sure, he is a tabaxi, as you saw, and he is introduced as Captain Curious Stitch.
Like ditch is in a hole, or
No.
bitch is in a B?
Stitch, as in like sewing.
Oh.
He also, I feel like it's funny because I had this and like this guy already had a name, and now I'm looking at it right next to Harbor Wrath, and it's just like, oh man, these guys are named in the same way. They're fucking best friends. It's like this. Hey, you're gonna get a kick out of this because it's weird. It's just like a description, and oh, you're Harbor Wrath. Never mind. It's the same thing, just the opposite.
Did you do this for all the captains?
Not do what for all the captains?
This same naming convention?
No.
Okay.
It just happened to be for this guy
it is
because he's a tabaxi.
It is of tiefling origin. The other, like, it's usually a name and then followed by like a virtue or vice.
Yeah, there were different ones that have, you know, things like that. Mostly it's not all that sort of stuff. So yeah, he introduces you to Captain Curious Stitch. He goes by Captain Curious.
Pleasure.
And the Vice Admiral asks Captain Curious to gather all of the captains. And with that, we're going to go back to these guys and just see if there is anything that you guys are looking to do when we have...
Oh, just as Hal so kindly instructed me, / told me, just as being a good friend, if we see any people like rolling up trying to sell us stuff, I'm definitely going to be just flexing on them and trying to get some more ballistas for the ship.
So you guys see some people rolling up.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys can see it from over there.
Oh.
You might not be able to.
No,
So
not
let's-
currently.
Someone's
Just
trying to
move.
sell me something.
Let's rotate them. Go this way. Alright, can you guys see them over there? No, because they're being blocked.
Wow.
Somewhere else. Alright, so I'm just gonna
We
move
moved
them
Gilmar.
here and move the actual guys up. Actually, I guess I'm gonna move the boat too. Now I'm gonna get rid of the boat. Can you guys see them on the ship? Why can't you see them?
Now we can.
Oh, I see them,
cool.
yeah.
Alright, so these guys come up, and you notice
Alright,
that they come up on the boat that was just sailed in on by the Vice Admiral and Hal and and the captain.
Alright, so I start immediately curling Gilmar to flex on these guys. Be
So
like
they-
I wasn't... What?
Oh no, continue.
Oh, just so they know that I'm just if they try and talk to me, I'm just gonna be like, you know how much a fully armored dwarf weighs? Just look at these buys, look at these biceps.
And
Just to try and intimidate them a bit.
what you get as a response is I believe it's somewhere around 273 pounds.
Yeah, look at this. Look at me just fucking crushing it. This is my 5th set today.
Amazing. No wonder you're such a great addition to the crew.
Yeah, you're goddamn right.
And who is
Whoa.
it that I might hear more exploits of? What's your name?
Drac, obviously.
Drac,
And then
yes.
Gilmar tries to tell his name, and I'm like, shut up, Gilmar.
Drac and Gilmar.
Yeah, you know, I didn't choose him, but, you know, he's alright, I guess. He gets the job done. Especially if there's masonry.
Alright, well, we're here to make sure if you need anything, the Vice Admiral has instructed me.
Ballistas.
Ballistas, alright.
More ballistas, 100%. We need more ballistas. You have no idea how many fucking sea monsters we find. We need ballistas to take them out.
Okay.
At a reasonable price. Or no price.
I would inquire about any sort of toolkits of, a healer's kit, a poisoner's kit, or a forgery kit that they might have.
Yeah, I can get those taken care
Awesome.
of. Anything else you guys need?
Could you turn a pair of scorpion stingers into boxing gloves?
Actually, do you happen to know if there is anyone cleric in town currently?
They, right now you wouldn't be able to, head in there, but, in a little bit we could probably get someone. Why? What are you looking for? But also,
Well,
to drag...
a crewmate and I happen to be in an odd situation where we are in need of someone who has a little bit more divine knowledge. So, a very unique situation.
Alright, we can see who might have some knowledge of what you're looking for once we're allowed to get in there. But, what was it you were saying about scorpion gloves?
Oh, listen, you have no idea the kind of what I've been going through trying to get these. I have a pair of pristine scorpion stingers that I want to turn into a pair of gloves that I can wear and punch people with and sting them and poison them in addition to punching them.
Alright.
I don't know if you can make that happen. We definitely need the ballistas first, but these gloves would be pretty tight.
Maybe an artificer might be necessary for that.
Yeah, we'll have to bring that in. We might be able to do some stuff with that. So yeah, get
We'll
those.
find out if you can first, and then I'll let you take them, or I'll come in with you. But I don't just give my stuff away.
All right, get those together so you can bring those in, and I'll work on getting these other things for you guys. That's not too much of a list. All right, and so with that, we're going to move back to these guys. And so up here.
I know we're not there. Is there any way you could just put us in the corner so I could see what's happening?
Yeah, so I wanted to we can
just so I can see.
Absolutely.
Just
like I wanted to get you guys in here, but it's something where it's like, yeah, it's fine. We can just put you guys here because it is.
Yeah,
it
if
is
it's a
pretty
hassle,
cool. I wanna
whatever.
Get you guys seeing this stuff. So, you know what? We're just gonna do this. Sorry. This is bad.
Being the second highest, lowest rank in the whole ship. I may never see land again.
Okay. So you guys are just gonna be, you can move around. You guys, I just put you all right here. Oh, no, I have to do it on this one. Oops. I put you all right here. And you guys, again, you aren't here, but this is the one thing that was introduced already. Was this guy, and this was Captain Curious Stitch.
Oh no!
And so we will pick up where we just were. The Vice Admiral asked this Captain Curious to get the captains together, and he nods and just disappears. And then he continues forward. Up a little bit, further and further.
Harbor, are you moving up with him?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Vice Admiral gets up here. Just going down the hallway the entire way. He did nod at this guy. I should specify. You guys walk past him. You guys are kind of right by where he is currently. You walk
Could you do that
past
one
him
more
right
time? Because I clicked on it when it was loading.
This guy. And then you come up and you see two other guys. This is one of them. And next to him is this guy. And one thing that you guys that you can see on these, like the little icons, there are dots that show the who their captain is, and those are the ones that are part of the same crew for ease of access. But the Vice Admiral jumps on this platform. And it's something where it's like a pulley system that's going to be bringing him up. So you guys want to jump on there. Alright, so we're gonna move you over to here. You guys all move you guys over as well, so you guys can see what's going on. You guys get up here.
The great Doodle tree.
Yeah, it was once. Now it's kind of hurt. But you are. Vice Admiral starts heading around to the front in here. And he keeps heading forward into the tree. And then up the stairs.
As long as Harbor keeps following him, I'm going to keep following Harbor. We're just keeping like my awareness up as we do this. That's all.
Yep. That's fine. I'm just kind of showing you guys kind of the pathway through. So he comes up. Oops, I missed a little bit. So he comes into the tree and then just goes up the stairs. So we can bring everyone to the next part. I didn't get Harbor, did I? Missed it. I'm gonna end up getting rid of these lines.
So as I'm just seeing as what you're bringing us to, and this clearly looks like some sort of like meeting of captains or whatever. There's a little part of Hal and Tom, both of us, that hope that there's some sort of paranoid schizo that's standing next to every one of these captains.
There is. You just showed up. I mean, come on.
No. I mean,
you
all
can't
the
bring
other, all the
platter
other
to the
figures
table
that have.
and then be surprised that it's there.
No. I just mean like all the other like dots, all the characters that have dots, kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
Harbor's got me as a dot, and all the other ones have something else. That's all.
Mm-hmm. All right.
They all have their own how.
All right. So the Vice Admiral gets up here. You guys are following close behind, and so we have. Let's get this a little bit like that. Gonna make sure I know exactly. If I have every one of the captains, I think just that guy around the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, as you guys are here, Vice Admiral comes up and explains the situation to the captains as they all end up being there. And just so you guys can get a good look at the people that we're dealing with. We've got right here, the blue, that is this chick. She is a captain, and that is Captain Otla. The next guy we've got, let's, I want to get rid of these, hold on 1 second. Alright, so now you guys have kind of free reign over the whole thing. You can see whatever you want in here. So that was the first captain that you guys see.
I keep seeing like 2. Oh, wait, come on. I got it.
Yeah, so it's the different layers. I got rid of the things so that we can see them just a little bit better. Over here. Then you've got this guy. This is Captain Dark. You guys already, some of you already saw this guy. This is Captain Curious Stitch. Then there's this guy, and this is Captain Jun Xiao. And down here is the, I think this is the last captain that we have here. It's this little kid who kind of continuously turns into like this, like starts to boil like lava, and like has that face like lava is just kind of forming there. And next to her is this guy who seems to constantly be he seems to be a monk that's constantly on guard and protecting and like keeping the lava in check on that captain.
Do we know either of their names?
Yes, that's right. This is the captain, and it is Raziro Bohem. That's the captain. And then the other guy is Tyvril. Or Tyvril. Tyvril.
I went with an I, but alright.
And I think that's every one of the captains that's here. So with that, the Vice Admiral starts explaining to the captains the situation and what happened. And so after being attacked and caught off guard, our enemies that we are focused on, we still need to move and make steps towards that. But this new enemy that has appeared with power that was entirely unexpected, we need to move against them, and a statement must be made. A message is going to be sent. Every captain all of the restrictions that have been on are currently off. And so what he then explains to you guys is that you guys are going to be kind of off the leash for at least a little bit, in terms of you're going to be sent to different areas and just go nuts, because we have to show that we are strong, and we are not we are not a group that is to be messed with.
Hal should ask about burning cheese shops. How allowed that is, just to say.
Is that still good? Can we do that still? That's on the list.
I'm not lying. Like Hal hears like no leash, and Hal's like,
Yeah, we're burning some stuff down.
Does that mean that like there are shanties out there, but they're pretty terrible, almost shitty?
Do you mean the whole world is a shitty shanty right now? Because that's the dream Hal's been waiting for his whole life.
Like, I don't know if Harbor's like happy about this, or just like, okay, well, I mean, we're not gonna get in trouble for this, but now, like, somehow I'm gonna have to be the one who keeps these guys in check without like
We need zones.
No, wait. No
Zones.
matter what we do, and no matter what we move forward, I think that what we should all recognize as a crew under Harbor is that shitty shanty is like apocalypse level code. Like, you need to make so much shit happen right now that's what you do. Like, do you have spells to waste that burn things and blow things up? Do it immediately. So anytime the word shitty shanty, like, we use shitty shanty as low level characters. We weren't low level, but like,
This is why we need like zones.
It's like episode 3.
Like episode 3.
Yeah, shitty shanty.
right.
Yeah, that was way back.
that's what I mean. Like, when, like, I'm just saying that, like, as we can
Oh, perfect.
grow and be like have power and like get like more and more whatever, like shitty shanty means like apocalypse now kind of shit. Like we're gonna burn the world when somebody says shitty shanty. If somebody's
Greg can caress all the heifers he wants. And I don't have to.
Oh, baby. You don't even know.
Just wait. Are the places that we're gonna be going, do they have any like farm areas for no real reason? I'm just
Livestock.
curious, but all right. So
First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna send in the recruitment team. We're gonna find anybody that's worthwhile saving. Second thing we're gonna do, we're gonna light that shit on fire, Armageddon style. Time to burn it down. Third thing we're gonna do, we're gonna sail away drunk, singing shanties. That's what we do.
Yeah. A couple of cows on board, right?
It's the pirate way. It's the pirate way.
all right. So he explains a little bit more. The Vice Admiral explains a little bit more of what the plan is. You guys, we'll go over it a little bit more, when we're looking into it. But for now, he explains all of that and goes into detail a little bit. But we're going to move you guys up here because we're going to have everyone now come to shore. The other guy, who was it?
We really need like zones of like chaos and shit.
What do you mean?
I would say the Vice Admiral. Like, we need like places. We can't just have like everywhere being crazy to keep the crew in check.
Yeah, and that's
Like,
where
we need,
like
like-
the specific things.
Are any of these other captains with me? Do you have this problem with your crew? Do they just destroy everything?
It's more about it's
Are they borderline insubordinate?
Wait. I think that like if the Vice Admiral says this, and this may just be because Tom was drunk when this was initially established. I think Hal's gonna reach out and like sort of tap Harbor on the shoulder and just be like, Captain, where's the Admiral? Like, where's the top leadership right now? Like, what are we doing?
Did you forget who the Vice Admiral is again? He's right there.
No. Okay, so if your name is Vice Admiral, it means you answer to an admiral. And so we've never met the admiral, right? Like, and no one said that the admiral's around. So like, with all of this crazy bullshit that's going on, is it not weird that, like, you know, there hasn't been a dictation from above or whatever?
Not right now, Hal. Not in front of the Admiral.
Well, Vice Admiral.
Vice.
It's assistant to the admiral, not
Right.
assistant admiral. It's that situation.
Hal backs off. Like that. Like this was like a quiet, like, what do you think?
Yeah,
Like, it was a whisper. It wasn't like a let's go. Like, it was just like,
Hey, what the fuck's up with this guy having the
No,
authority?
like, I just like Hal's just
Right?
thinking that, like, okay, so this guy was
Harbor's
on our
with
boat.
me.
No.
Stop
Like,
it. Stop bringing me into this.
Like, this guy was on our boat and he got taken out, and we fixed it. Like, we figured it out. We took care of it. And clearly, we're in some sort of like Pirates Council right now with a bunch of people who have a bunch of, like, you know, Goku level powers. Awesome, good for you. But where the fuck is, like, the leadership? Where the fuck is, like, the main leadership? The Vice Admiral is not a title that you give to somebody that's not, like, the top. Like, that's the Admiral. That's the person on top. And so Hal's just kind of like...
He's like the owner of all of this, like, named after him. The Admiral is Noven, like the highest point. And the
Right,
Vice
so
Admiral
that's
is
what I'm saying.
second-
Is so, like,
second hand.
how is, like, Noven not stepping in and being like, oh, Vice Admiral, good to know you're not dead, or like, this is what we're gonna do. That's all. Like, Hal's just saying that to you. Again, he's a paranoid fucking lunatic, but, like, he's also like, how are we doing this right now without Noven's, like, anything, you know, like, anything?
Well, he talked to the. Alright, listen. He lives the dream job. He's at a point where, like, I want to be at one day where I can just tell you guys to go tell people to do this, and, you know, take care of it that way.
If I saw Noven working, I would quit piracy that day.
Immediately.
Yeah.
No, and like,
So-
listen, Hal's open to this. He's just like, these are the thoughts running through his head. You know, like, we went into the underground lair and then we're let up here, but we went into the underground lair and I'm just like, who the fuck are these weirdos in masks? Like, are we gonna have to kill them? Like, what are we doing? And now we're up here, and actually, you know what, Kevin? Can I do, like, an insight check on, fuck, I don't even know, like, anybody to see if this is legit or if this is, like, this feels like it's wrong?
Yeah, dude, you have constantly been doing insight checks, and nothing has, like, popped up other than Hal. So it's
All right.
like, you know, you aren't, like, able to read people's minds. You don't know exactly what's going on. But
No.
Like,
So,
you've
wait.
been involved with, like, a lot of the, like, higher up stuff of what you've seen. You know, while you're completely out of your element and it's all new to you, and it's just like, I don't know who these fucking guys are. They were all captains. That guy disappeared when he was just like, hey, get the captains. Okay, gone. And then it's something where it's like, okay, all right, what the fuck's going on?
I think-
but
I
there
think-
was never any, like, danger that you felt or anything like that. There hasn't
I-
been that sort of feeling.
I think that all I want to say with regards to that is that that's, like, Hal's go-to move, right? Like, so Hal's like, I don't get
Clearly.
this. It doesn't make sense. Like, does that guy sound like he's gonna stab me right now? Like, give me an insight check on that guy. Like, that's it. Like, I don't need to make a roll. Like, it's
The
just
only-
like, what about that guy? What about that
I
guy?
assume, yeah. Like, and that's the thing, is it's like you aren't even, like, with that, like, super, like, you're you're a cat just going outside for the first fucking time right now. Just like, Hold on, Captain. Don't get too far. I'm looking at 360 degrees. I'm kind of busy. So
I feel like Harvey was thinking, want some crack pump.
right. He's like, why did you have to take the mask? Someone else could have been throwing up spiders.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm fine with that. I wasn't trying to like overindulge on that concept or that check. It was just that like he's just like Hal's just like, what the fuck? Like this doesn't make sense to him. Like I don't understand how we're having this council and we don't have, like the big boss, or not the big boss, but like the leader. Or we're here doing this and what the fuck are we supposed to be doing? Like what?
Alright, yeah, that's fair. But with that, I am going to have so you guys all got like that week, like after the meeting is wrapped up with the lieutenant the vice admiral and all the captains, you guys are instructed to get your crew, and Harbor, you are asked to come in first. So I'm going to grab you and move you down. Yes. Okay. So, the Vice Admiral has you come in, and it's very similar to the first time that you guys had met, like in private in the office at the other place. But it's not as much of an issue because, the situation that it's in. He obviously knows the good part that had happened. So he explains, his gratitude to you guys and, to you specifically. And
this is the Vice Admiral, because I started at like a weird place because there was a delay because of Discord.
Yep. Yes, the Vice Admiral.
Cool.
And so he explains. He explains to you, that he's thankful for what you guys did, and what he does is he is going to be offering everyone some items. I don't have the picture of yours right now. I think I have it saved somewhere else, but I'll get that for you. What he offers to you are these gauntlets that kind of, you notice that they kind of seem like there's an electricity to them. He explains that they are gauntlets of thunder strength or lightning strength. What they do is you get a +2 to strength when you wear them, and when you strike, you get a D6 of electric damage.
An extra D6 of electric every time I hit with these.
You can activate it. For now, it might just be once per turn, and we might up that a little bit, but we'll see.
Hold on. So what is, besides like lightning, what else does it do?
+2 strength.
Hold up. Okay, +2 strength, but like there's no other like damage die beside it.
And the D6 of lightning.
Okay, now is that only unarmed?
No. You would be able to cast this through Arnold.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so he is going to explain to you the thing he wants to do for the next one. So he is going to be calling Hal in. So he has an item for Hal. But Hal is not going to be happy with this item, I don't believe. But he's not trying to punish Hal, completely. So what he's looking to do is give Hal the item, and what he does is he pulls out the rapier that had been taken from him, and he says Thaku, and it changes into you know what, I might be able to get this and send it to you specifically. So it changes into this sword that has this kind of green aura off the back, and then he kind of waves it and it goes back to a regular rapier. And so he gives you that like key word to give to Hal in a little bit of time.
Fuck who?
Yeah, he says it's not super close. It's the language that it was originally in is difficult to say, but as long as you get it close, the sword knows and will activate.
Alright, he's gonna invite Hal in, but I have the magic word.
Yes,
All right.
And so he's gonna just be giving him the rapier at the moment. But he won't be getting he won't be getting the magicness of it just at the moment. Like, he wants it to be kind of a, hey, just watch yourself. But also, thank you for the work that you did. But, you know.
This is a great payment for me, and I'm sure Hal will appreciate this, but is there a matter of other rewards for my crew?
Yes, continuously. There's everyone's getting stuff, but it's just something where this is specifically Hal's reward.
I'm not talking about any specific item, but I'm talking about just money-wise, gold-wise.
Gold
For the
was
safe transport.
gold was not on the mindset at the moment, but yeah, we can do that as well. There's gonna be some sort of compensation there as well. But I'm not exactly sure how much I'm giving you at the moment. And also, just so you know, I found it. Put it in this one. No, it has to be here. Okay, that's why. So this thing that just showed up, those are your gauntlets.
What things? I don't see them.
Did it not pop up?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
And
So is this a custom one that you made in D&D, or should I make
yeah,
it?
you're probably gonna have to get that custom.
That's fair. Cool. That's awesome.
And I'm gonna do this as well. Hopefully it doesn't pop up if it's on the right layer. Yeah, I'm gonna move you for one thing. Just to show. Oh, no. Not that. Just you over here. Can you see that?
Hal's item.
Yes. Just not currently.
Right.
So I'm gonna get out.
Right.
So I was going to go and erect a structure with somebody, like a full group or whatever, and I don't think it's going to work out. It'd be great just to go somewhere and do something, and if we can all go up there and just like enjoy this like crazy, super good beer and roll some dice and then just laugh at each other, that would be a great like 2 to 3 days. So I'm throwing it out there right now.
All right. Sorry, I have to come in and steal Hal. Alright. How's it going? And there you go.
Bye.
Like, it's funny because I know that like it's not him because we tried doing this before and it's like I couldn't even move him back, so he wasn't moving to a private channel.
Right.
Tom, can you move to the private channel? Because for some reason you always end up getting dragged back. Maybe that's just what's gonna happen. And maybe we'll just have to do that out in the open, and so we'll get Rack first, in that case.
Okay.
Alright. While we're doing that, we're gonna steal Rack. Stolen. Okay. You are called in to see the Vice Admiral and the Captain. He explains the same sort of stuff that he had explained to Harbor, where he thanks you, and what he does is he presents you with this item. And he says, due to your current situation, I figured this would work well in taking care of some of the situation that you have going on in certain scenarios where you might want to cover up. And so what he gives you is this mask that what are some of the things. So right now it can...
Wait, he went back.
Oh, he got taken too. And he's back again. Okay. Can you hear us? Or me, also? Did you, were you able to see what you got there, Rack?
I didn't get any of that.
Fun.
I see a new mask, but it disconnected me as soon as you brought me in.
That's weird. So yeah, that new mask is what is presented to you by the Vice Admiral. He explains that it will help in, obviously situations where you don't want to be throwing up spiders. It will kind of cancel that out. You can remove this and take it on and off as you want to. But one of the things that you can also do is you can use Eldritch Blast out of this mask, and at the current level it's shooting 3 beams that you are able to hit with.
Ooh, fancy.
Excuse me, I believe there was something else.
So I can still take this off and make sure that my brother
Yes.
isn't...
Yes,
Okay.
this one is not something
Very
that
important.
has...
Admiral.
I have to. He's got to get over his feet.
Right. Yeah.
I know he's lying.
This allows you to gain any sort of benefits of that while not taking anything away and not just making a decision. You can always choose what you would like with those.
All right, cool.
So, all right. So that was what you got. Let's go with. Okay, let's move you back over here and see if we can get Tom.
However, all of their beers are like 7, 8, 9, 10, 14% or whatever. So it's one of those things where you go and you just get ready to get smasherized while you're there. But man, would that be fun.
Tom, are you able to jump in the private channel this time?
I'm gonna try.
Let's see technology.
All right, can you pull me in and I will say yes?
Yeah, if I'll try to, and hopefully it won't kick you out and stuff. No, immediately kicks him out.
Hey, so one question: will I require attunement?
Did this work?
Yes.
This work? Yes.
Yes.
Nice. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Great.
So.
And to that question, it was also yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I didn't get that exactly. Require attunement?
Yeah.
Yes. I believe so.
Okay.
Where are you with attunements at the moment? Is that 2 or 3?
If Arnold requires attunement, it is 3, but I don't have him down for attunement.
Okay.
So I only have the Ring of Reaction that I'm attuned to. That's so.
But you can. I think 5th edition you have up to 3, right?
Right.
Yeah, 3 max. So I have 1 open. It's difficult because I made this item and I can't require it to need attunement.
There's gotta be something in there. But so. Hal, you are called in, and the Vice Admiral thanks you for all of the work that you guys had done, and presents you with an item. He gives you a rapier.
I think Hal realizing the what's the word, the pomp and circumstance of the moment will accept it, but is gonna be like, the fuck is this? This is not my shit.
Okay. So yeah, he thanks you and presents you with that, and there's gonna be more that the captain will be coming out with you guys. So, all right, cool. With that, we're just gonna finish off with Drac and Corellian. So let's see. Can I move you back at all? Probably not. It's gonna kick you back in here.
How's the?
Huh? Steve.
Wow.
All right, cool.
Was that the reaction you were expecting?
I'm sorry, what?
Was that the reaction you were expecting?
Something like that. Something similar where it's just like...
Because it immediately gave me flashbacks when I gave him, like, one of the greatest items in my last game, and then he was just like, I'm just gonna give this to the Sphinx. And I'm like...
Right. Well, I intentionally didn't give him the knowledge of what it is, because of the situation that the Vice Admiral is giving him. But yeah, it's more of like after like a week or 2, let him know what's going on with that. But all right, I'm gonna get Brian in here. No, that's not Brian. This is Brian, I stole you in here. And so the Vice Admiral calls Drac in. Can you hear me? Alright, cool.
Oh my god. Okay, sick. Vice Admiral calls me in. Nice.
He
Like-
thanks you for
Stuff.
what you guys had done with all the help and saving him and everything, and what he presents you with is
It's like 90% me, so.
right, which is why he's giving you this massive hammer.
Ooh, shit. I'm gonna be able to club. Oh, shit. That looks sick. I
So-
definitely. Wow.
So this
Words cannot express.
This thing is a two-handed mace that you can slam down as much as like your strength modifier per long rest. So I think for you it would be like 5. But you
Okay.
can slam this thing down, and I don't know if you've played Overwatch, but you can kind of create like a slam effect in like a cone effect. And it can knock people down and do damage. It's kind of the
I'm
same
gonna
thing.
be doing slammage.
Yeah, exactly.
I am ecstatic.
So just, I'm gonna kind of draw kind of like the area that you would be able to like hit. So it would be kind of like if you hit something like that. Is that nope? That's the wrong.
Hold on, where am
No,
I?
I'm like no, that's the wrong layer. So let's get here. So like if you wanted to slam that way,
Okay.
you would be able to do like that.
Hit like 3 squares in front.
It
Oh,
does-
shoot.
It does like a cone. So it's something
Okay.
where it's like you get like one square like away, and then 2 squares away, and then 3 squares away. So it's a 15-foot
Okay.
cone. So that's kind of the sort of thing. And then we'll just play around with it like when you want to use that. Just
Yeah,
kinda-
we'll figure out how it goes.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, that is what you are given. You can slam that down, and they have to make a check to stay up and to take damage. And we'll get into the specifics on that because I forgot the exact stats that thing has.
Word. I am pretty psyched to be hitting people with this thing. Would
Yeah.
I be able to twice because I have my 3 attack thing? Like,
Yeah, you.
So-
So you currently
3
have
times
3
then?
attacks, so you can swing this thing 3 times.
oh my god, I'm gonna tear people up with this fucking thing.
Yeah, so this is a big thing. So I'm gonna have to get you the stats on this. It's a +2.
Jack's gonna like put it down and like accidentally like trigger the thing just by like just putting it down. He's
Yeah.
like, oh yes, fucking awesome, and then puts it down and just shakes the whole floor up.
So it's a +2, and I forget the actual damage that I wanted to give it because I forgot about that. It might be 2, maybe 2d6. Might be, I don't know. Well, I'll double check on that and make sure for next time that we have that when we're actually fighting and stuff.
Drac just doesn't even know how to thank everyone for the hammer.
He just has a hammer just in his hands, just holding it and just like
Just crying.
exactly, just either on the verge of tears or just melting down. And he gets out, and it's like they finally just like let loose. You go outside, you're just crying in the corner, just tears of happiness. All right, cool.
Okay, so the hammer's +2.
Yes, and
Yeah,
I'll
this
get you the
thing's
rest
cool.
of the stuff after because I forgot to get those all squared away for you.
Okay, cool. I'm just writing it on a page. But that's cool. Thank you. That's sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's gonna be fun to beat people up with.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna move you back into here, and we're stealing Eric. And finally,
Ooh, fun.
yeah. So you are called
First
in.
off, your rank.
And this is an interesting situation because the Vice Admiral realizes that, you weren't there at the beginning of the journey, and while the situation kind of is what it is in the last week, he got a feel for what was going on with everything, and, you're no one that is to be not trusted or anything like that. You seem to have the best intentions as far as the crew is concerned. So the question ends up being, is Corellian looking to join this crew? Or what is
Well-
Corellian's deal?
I guess right now I am a sailor without a crew, so I am looking to join a crew in general. So
I heard Captain Curious is pretty good.
He just gets recruited somewhere else. At
I'm
one
taking
point,
my boat with me.
your most trusted member now just shipped off to somewhere else. How times have changed. What was once a bodyguard?
It's now nothing more than
Yeah.
goods to be traded off for a sick bag of moose head.
Oh, I wouldn't trade you.
Unless there was like a way better option on the table. But like, I mean, there isn't really. Is there another? No. So see, I wouldn't trade you right now. So I get like not to put you on the spot all of a sudden, but I'm putting you on the spot all of a sudden.
Okay.
So would you like to join the crew?
I would. It would be an honor to join the crew.
All right. So he looks to Harbor and he says we'll have to get him a tattoo, but also I would look to you as to what rank you believe he is capable of and what you feel he is worthy of.
Alright, well, Rack made it very obvious that he doesn't want to be a captain if in my untimely demise, if that were to happen. And no way in hell can Hal be that. Drac is lowest ranked, so I mean.
So we'll keep it that way.
Yeah, there's no other reason beside that.
All I can think of is Super Troopers. It's like, Farva, your suspension? Yeah? Continues.
Yes. So that's what I'm thinking is Duke could just jump up to rank 2 because my current second in command is like, hey,
Nah.
just I'm leaving.
I
it,
want
you
second in
can be gone.
command to stay second in command. And the lowest, you know what, to stay the lowest. Basically, for any way for this ship to function at all, it can't be anyone but me or the fucking brand new guy at the helm.
All trust has been lost. Too
And-
many things happened.
But while the Vice Admiral is feeling really good about the situation, like seconds before this, you know, as this is being explained, he's kind of like, I don't know if I should be happy that there now is a potential replacement, or terrified of
That there
what the
wasn't before.
situation is. It's like, I got other captains, I guess. Fuck.
Yeah, you maybe it's best in my, untimely demise that there's just a new captain that comes in, and
Yeah.
he's just captain, and then that's fine. I'm okay with that.
So, but he, with the situation being what it is, he says, if you believe that you can handle this on your ship and with your crew, putting him as a commander, I'm okay with that.
I mean, you've lived with the crew for a long time, and I can't keep,
Fortunately,
well, I mean-
I was out for most of it.
well, at least you know that you're fortunate.
But either way, you were going to be presented. Now that we've kind of got that out of the way, you are given this armor.
Interesting.
Yes. And that is something that has some stuff on it. Obviously, for defense, you can swim in the water a little bit better. As in, you're going to have a swim speed and everything with that. and I believe it allows you to. I forget exactly what I put on this, but I will get that to you so that you can have that. But yeah, you got a little bit of armor going on there that will help with water scenarios. And
It's called like mermaider armor.
yeah, exactly.
That's my only recommendation.
It's kind of like Shark Boy armor.
Well, it says Shark Boy at the bottom.
Yeah, there you go. That's why I have that.
Does this classify as light armor, heavy armor? Like, I'm just thinking dex-wise for like stealth and
so
whatnot.
that was the other thing too, is it's not like a heavy armor.
Ooh, brilliant.
But it's and that was the other thing too, is I had to figure out what kind of armor it was. So I forget because my player handbook was stolen, so Felicia could draw some pictures from it. So it's like, all right, cool. I don't use that anyway. But the list of the actual armor is nice on that, the little chart. So I'll check on that, because what are you able to use? Are you able to use medium?
Yeah, I have medium armor and light armor.
Okay.
And shields.
Yeah, I'll check on that, because it might be like a chainmail sort of situation. Actually,
Okay.
that might be heavy. But I'll double check on that and just make sure. But yeah, this is a legit like badass piece of armor that was just given to you and everything like that. So
Brilliant.
all right. One final thing. I'm just gonna move you out of here, and then we'll jump back in.
Cool.
Okay. One last thing, just to make sure. The Vice Admiral also hands you a little vial and says to try this. Let's see, this one. Try this at some point before you go to sleep, when you have a chance to like really rest, to drink this. And he leaves it at that.
Alright, I'll take it.
And with that, let's jump into the other channel and figure out what's going on from there. Okay, so everyone is back. Everyone met with the Vice Admiral. Is there anything anyone wants to do? It's getting a little bit later. So is there anything anyone wants to do before we head out? Also, we're going to be starting here next week. There's a bunch of different people to talk to. Lots of powerful figures here that are all allies. At the very least, they are allies of yours, whether they are, happy and helpful or grumpy, and, those things may remain to be seen. But if anything wants, you can do some maybe training, any number of things. The world is kind of yours, and so at this point, this is where I'm finally getting to the point where this is where you guys get your freedom. The training wheels are off finally at this point, and you guys
officially
have free reign. Yeah, exactly. So now, there's gonna be some stuff where you guys are, you're looking to cause some havoc in the upcoming future.
Burn some.
So
Okay, so why are we the bar low at jobs? Why not cheap factories?
I think Hal has
Bigger.
2 questions. One is the bomb lady here that he can talk to again? That's one. And 2, at the top left corner of the map, there's a person who's got a repeating avatar who goes, wow, wow, wow. And I just feel like that's somebody Hal needs to talk to. That's all I got.
He's going, wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow.
Hal's either going to kill that guy or he's going to love him. I mean, it's one or the other. So
Hal can try. So yeah, that's absolutely something you can do. Because you specifically went through with the captain and the vice admiral, that you did not see the ball bomb explosion chemistry load, unfortunately. So you've seen a bunch of different people. There's different things going on. There's a bar. There's pieces of ships all over the place. There's tree houses, and there's places to sleep and things to look at and people to talk to if anyone was inclined to. But other than that, because yes, we do have the wow, Ryan George. But yeah, and you guys saw the different captains, so if there was anyone that you wanted to talk to or anything like that, you can potentially feel free to do that.
Do Dracula ever recognize any of them as any of our siblings?
Who else is their captain?
Who else has a name that rhymes with us?
Or Smack?
Right. Captain Flack. Another Lieutenant Commander, Brack. Just like, come on, Captain Dad.
I think I find someone to take this sword off my hand at some point. That'd be a good thing.
Oh, right. I was like, wait, what are you trying to unload? And it's like, oh, right, you actually have a sword on your hand. Right, forgot.
I'm actually...
I think my character trait needs to be updated.
Right.
And then I'd probably...
Having 2 masks.
Well, yeah, I mean, that one goes over the other one, and when it does, it gets rid of the intimidation factor, obviously, as well as the spider vomit factor. And that was the other thing. There's no mouth on it, but it allows you to communicate telepathically within 60 feet.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Right now...
That gives me so much range to fuck with people.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Right now, it's something where... Yeah, I think we're just gonna stick with that, because yeah, there's no mouth on that. So it was something where it was the attack and the ability to talk to people telepathically.
I'm actually about to pass out. I'm sorry, I'm like half asleep.
No, that's fine.
Thank
That's
you
what
for
I
the
was thinking.
sweet ass hammer. Appreciate the hammer and our D&D sessions. And I look forward to stomping some guys next week with my hammer.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'll get you guys the stuff on those items so that you guys know exactly what's going on. And yeah, we'll be in touch with all the stuff we talked about, like Tom with the poison. We'll figure that stuff out. Eric, all of the stuff that you asked for, you were able to get, because they were basically like pretty simple stuff with like the
forgery,
all those
poisoners.
little kits. It's like yeah, we have a bunch of those. Just kind of went to the supply closet and got you guys that stuff. So
yeah, because I was looking to gain some proficiencies with some of the other kits I'm not proficient with yet. So
yeah,
but.
All right, cool. And then, like, there might be some people who might be able to help you out with learning some of those. If you guys had some time and could put some time and effort into that for a little bit, we might be able to get some proficiency with different things. But all right, cool. So, with if nothing else, we'll be talking, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Very cool. Thank you, Kevin.
All right, awesome.
Thanks, man. Later.
Later, guys.
Night.